Alright, what's going on, guys? Spectrum here. We're back again for our week 2 match of the WCBL versus Z and Chicago Bewares. And we're doing this is the same exact team. I did make a last minute change. I should say this isn't the exact team from yesterday's or from today's team builder I'm going to be uploading. I'm really late on uploading this stuff as usual. Work is always fun. Um, I did change one little thing because I was kind of afraid of Flygon a little bit. I changed Torn to have Hidden Power Ice instead of Iron Tail, which you will see in the team builder. It has Iron Tail. I did change it to have HP Ice, and I also changed the nature to Hasty, so it has maximum special attack. So that is one little change I made. He brought pretty much everything I was expecting. Like I said, he did not bring Mew, and he brought Flygon. So I'm kind of glad I made that last minute change. But let's kind of get right into this match without any more delays. So starting off turn one, he leads off with Flygon. I lead off with Zydog because Zydog had a great beginning match because it chucked the Muck switch in, it chucked the Zapdos lead, the Muck lead, and the Ambipom lead pretty comfortably. So I led with Zydog. And I immediately see he's Rocky MZ. So I was playing around this big time. Gourgeist, the same exact Gourgeist set from last time. Nothing else changed besides the Torn set I changed. Brings in the Darm on my Will-O-Wisp. I'm just like, okay, that's fine. No problem there. I go immediately into Rhydon, actually. My apologies. As he clicks U-turn. So immediately I have Rhydon in. Like I pointed out in my team builder, rocks are super important this game. Skuntank comes in because I knew I EV'd it to live one Moonblast. He goes straight for the pump, and he misses, which is most unfortunate. So I click Poison Jab on the Muck. I go right into the Rhydon on it and the knockoff, which was a little bit of a misplay on my end, but it's not the end of the world. I didn't really have a good switch to begin with. So I immediately get up my rocks. I'm going to go hard into the Gourgeist here as he's going to set up a Dragon Dance. I'm like, uh-oh. So he's Rocky MZ with Dragon Dance. And then he gets up a second one here. And I'm sitting here, and I want to get at the full because I thought he was going to use a Rocky MZ right there. Now, immediately, I'm going to point out this next turn. This was a huge misplay on my end. So, it's not really too big of a misplay, but it was a misplay on my end nevertheless. I go into the Rhydon here, because I was doing calcs in this battle, as you saw, I went for Dragon Claw. I went into the Rhydon because I was predicting him to use his Rocky MZ right there, because I was doing some calcs at full HP. Gourgeist had a really good shot of dying, and I needed Gourgeist desperately. So I thought he'd go straight for the Rocky MZ right there, and I could go to Rhydon, and like resist it and live it. No, he goes straight for the Dragon Claw, brings me down to 13, and then picks me off with the Dragon Claw. So I'm already sitting in a bad vote. 5-6. Go back to back to Gourgeist here, as he's gonna make the double out to Zapdos. I think I click Will-O-Wisp. Yeah, I do. That would have been nice. I think I had Leech Seed on the set. Would have been nice to go for that, but that's fine. Get the Leech Seed up. I think I make a double out to Zydog, predicting the Discharge, I believe, or Defog. Defog, yeah. So I made the very aggressive play going right into Zydog on an obvious thing here. Now, this play here kind of is huge. He gets absolute min roll on HP Ice. Now, he had HP Ice over the grass, which I was kicking myself for sacking Rhydon for. I was pissed, so... Because Rhydon obviously would have walled and beat this thing 1v1. He gets absolute min roll, he told me later on in the match. Because he had some offensive investment, so he decides to sack off his Muck. Because I guess his Muck was designed not to beat Volcarona. Was designed to be Klefki and like prevent dual screens and stuff. So Zydog picks up the first kill, and now he goes into the Ambipom. I go hard into Gourgeist because I knew the fake out was coming. I see Sash, I'm like, okay. Let's see how this leads. And then he goes right into Darmanitan again. I think I set up Seed Bomb. No, I thought I set up Leech Seed, but I have to go for Seed Bomb. I forget if I had Leech Seed on set, so that was a while ago. I go hard into Skuntank because again, Skuntank is one of the most expendable members at this point. He goes into the Zapdos, and this is where speed creeping comes into play. Because I outspeed this, click Poison Jab, this thing dies. So he goes back into Darm, I believe. Yeah, he goes into Darm. I click Sucker to get as much chip as possible. He clicks Flare Blitz. I die. But watch this. Aftermath, Recoil, Darm is dead. So Skuntank picking up 3 kills. And I was blown away. So I go into the Torn here because I was predicting him to go hard Primarine on there, and I U-turn out back into Gourgeist. Gourgeist is being a thorn in his side at this point, and I'm loving every second of it. Here I'm sitting in the driver's seat. He has his last ditch effort. I get the burn on Ambipom. I'm sitting here in a great position, and then he reveals agility. I was shitting my pants at this point because agility, and then he reveals baton pass. I'm like, what? Agility pass into the Primarina? So this was literally last ditch effort. If this thing went down, he lost right here. I click Seed Bomb. I think I sack Zydog here because it does nothing. It's at like 3 HP, so this kind of pointless to keep around. I needed Gourgeist. I needed this around. Here is where I make the biggest choke. So as I said earlier, I got rid of Iron Tail for HP Ice. So if you guys remember my set, I had Superpower, U-turn, Knockoff, and now HP Ice instead of Iron Tail. So I can't touch Primarina, period. I make the biggest choke because what I should have done was I should have gone into Volcarona. I should have just set up a quiver and I just won right there. I should have just gone hard Volcarona because he would have had to switch because you're going to see here in a second. My EVs pay off. I lived the Specs Ice Beam because you're going to see right now he was Specs just like I was predicting. So basically what ended up happening was I choked. I choked this entire game away by clicking Knockoff. I should have just clicked U-turn. I should have just went into Volcarona, get a little bit more extra damage, and then Volcarona could have come in clutch with the Giga Drain. Inferno over. I should have set up a quiver, and then I should have just clicked Inferno Overdrive on Flygon, and that would have been it, and I would have won right there. But it's obviously not how it turns out. I switch out, I sack Gourgeist stupidly, and I choked. Basically, spoiler alert, I die to a Scald, and then Torn lives another Ice Beam, and Knockoff, Ambipom kills me with Fake Out. That was it. I choked. So, I basically am off to a terrible start, 0-2, by the stupidest choke I could ever think about doing. So, it was dumb playing on my end. This is my fault completely. And I had the matchup. I had the game won. And I clicked Knockoff on Torn. This is why you should never second guess yourself. I had the game won. So, stupid thinking on my end, and a bunch of stupid plays, misplaying the Rhydon, which ultimately didn't matter too much in the end. Yeah, I could have an extra switch in for Darm, but Skuntank, being the god it is, just Aftermath ability is so great with the recoil and the Sucker Punch, so at this point, I'm just kicking myself because of this misplay. Next week, we face Red Matt of the Washington Red Shells. I'm nervous. I don't know what's going to happen. So, basically, like I said, I had this game won 100%. If I just set up a Quiver Dance with Volcarona, I ate an Ice Beam pretty comfortably. I think I ate 2 if it somehow outsped me, and then Volcarona at that point just cleaned house. Even with the fake out damage, because I would have Giga Drained and Primarina, get as much health back as possible. I would have easily lived a burned Ambipom fake out, and then I would have just basically won, because obviously I had the correct coverage on Volcarona to win. I had Fire Blast, Giga Drain, and I think Bug Buzz, so... Oh well, like I said, we're starting off the season 0-2, and let's just kind of hope and pray I can bounce back for week 3 versus Matt. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And peace out, y'all.